Look at all these stairs. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we are in Kyoto. It's our first day in Kyoto on this trip, and we are doing a few things today. First of all, this morning we went to the Kyoto International Manga Museum. Now I didn't film any of that because you can't take cameras in there. So I filmed a little bit from the outside, which I'll put over at this point, or I put just before I started talking. It's really, really awesome. If you're into manga or you want to know a little bit more about manga, it's a really cool museum to go to. There's like an unbelievable amount of manga to actually sit and read. If you want to do that, you can just sit down anywhere and read it. Majority of the stuff is in Japanese. They do have some stuff in English, and they even have some stuff in Taiwanese and the Chinese languages, in French and Dutch and German, and anywhere where manga has been released, they have manga from it, so you can sit there and read it. So that's pretty awesome. It's also only 800 yen per adult to get in, which is pretty cheap. I think that's pretty good for like a whole load of manga that you can read. Anyway, it's lunchtime right now, so we're going to a famous restaurant in Kyoto called Katsukura, and then after that we are going to go up to the Ginkakuji Pavilion. So we're going to go to the Silver Pavilion today, and then we're going to walk down the Philosopher's Path and maybe a bit round Higashiyama. So come along with us, it'll be fun. We'll see some of Kyoto. So this is what it looks like from the outside. It's kind of a blink and you miss it place along this covered shopping street, but you should be able to spot the sort of plastic models of the food outside. And if you can read hiragana, that says Katsukura there. If you can read it, you'll notice it. This is the fancy meat, but it tends to be a little bit fattier. Though the one I usually go for is the sangen pork, because it tends to be a little bit leaner, but we'll see when we order it how lean it actually is. If you're not a pork lover, which lots of people are not, there is a chicken cutlet here. It's made with the same, it's got the same crust around it, the same panko breadcrumb crust, but it's just chicken instead of pork. So, and there's a few other things here that that you can get as well. Potato croquette, I also recommend. We're going to try and ask for the chicken cutlet in a set, because if you can see with the set you get barley rice, miso soup and pickled vegetables, and they're all good.
3件セットお願いします。120g。チキンカツお願いします。でもセット。
So after ordering your meal, the first thing that they're going to bring you is your drinks, if you ordered any drinks, and then these sesame seeds and a little sort of pestle or a mortar. Which one is the thing that crushes? Effectively, this is a pestle and a mortar set. You use this thing to crush the seeds. We have basically got a sesame style paste. Now I'm going to use the normal sauce, so I'm going to use the big pot. And I'm going to do this once, holding a camera, and then I'm going to continue to do it not holding the camera. Because I'm not, well, I'm the clumsiest type of person. Right, okay, here we go. There we go. Now we will mix this up eventually, and I'll probably use my chopsticks to do that, but that's effectively how you make the sauce. So this is my sangen pork and Steven's chicken. With the meal we get miso soup, and in here is white rice, and you steam the rice into these bowls. Here is the yuzu sauce pot. It's in the dark brown pot, and we're going to take some of that and stick it all over our kabatsu. In the white pot is pickles. Liam loves pickles. Kabatsu and yuzu. Go on, right? Delicious. Miso soup. I love this miso. I really love it so much. And finally, we're gonna taste the pork. So let me just show you guys. It's not as fancy. It's much leaner than the fancy pork. Alright. That's unbelievable. This is so good. Alright, I'm gonna go and enjoy this, and I will see you guys in a bit. So we're about to go, and our server initially, just moving around the table, put our bill in this little circle thing here. So we're just gonna take it and go to the front to pay. How much is that? 3,570. Most of that was my pork. We are going to Ginkakuji. It is bright sunshine, and I usually come to this temple when it's raining. So yesterday I checked the weather and it said it was going to rain today. And the reason why that we come, it's not really a temple, it's a pavilion, but the reason why we come to this pavilion when it's raining is this is a very moss-filled pavilion. So the moss really comes out when it's raining, which makes it very beautiful. It hasn't rained anywhere near as much as it said it was going to, but we've come here anyway. We got these Kyoto one-day passports, one-day bus passport, one-day pass. Kyoto City bus and Kyoto bus one-day pass. It's 500 yen, you get it on the bus. As you get off the bus, you just tell the guy or the lady who's driving the bus that you want to purchase one of these as you get off the bus. One single bus ride is 230 yen. So to get one of these, it means even if you take sort of 2 and a bit buses, which I know is not possible, but if you take 3 rides, you cover your costs, so it's pretty good. This is a precinct map of Ginkakuji. So it's a pavilion and it has all of these grounds. We're going to go through the main gate at the bottom left and work our way around. Tickets are 500 yen per adult and 300 yen per kid. These are what our tickets look like. I was going to read this blurb and then tell you guys all about it afterwards, like I was some informed person, but as it turns out I don't know anything, because I said earlier that this was not a temple, it's a pavilion, and that was a big fat lie. This is a temple. It's this Ginkakuji temple. Is a Zen temple established in 1482 by Ashigawa Yoshimasa, the 8th Muromachi shogunate. So guys, I believe this is Togodo, which is a national treasure. This is a Buddhist hall and is the oldest Shoin style building existing in the whole of Japan. That's awesome. I think existing generally. I mean, it just says existing, full stop, so I guess we can take that as existing in the world. Am I the only one who likes moss?
Yes. Think where we'll be without sand. Sand.
So guys, we're at the top of the path now of the area, and I can tell you a little bit more about the hall. So you can see it down to the bottom left there. That is the main hall that you sort of come here to see at Ginkakuji. The building is originally called Kannon-den, and it's a 2-story building. The first floor, so the ground floor for the Brits, is called Shikuden, and it's built in a Shoin style, which is traditional Japanese style. And the second floor is what they call Choongaku, which is a Chinese temple style, having panelled walls and Chinese sliding doors. And then, as normal with pavilions, there is a bronze phoenix on the roof facing east, which guards the building. See, moss is sacred. It requires cleaning. He's cleaning it so it's all green and stuff. Okay, Stephen thinks I'm crazy. So here is the Kannon Temple pavilion from the lakeside. It looks beautiful, doesn't it? And now that I've done both on a rainy day and a sunny day, I can tell you that it looks great on both days. Haven't done snow yet, that would be awesome. We picked up some kakigori. This is Japanese shaved ice from this store here, which is right by the Philosopher's Path, which is where we're about to go. They sort of shave off a massive piece of ice, a whole load of ice shavings, and then put some flavour on top of it. I got Calpis flavour, so like a rice-based sweet drink, and Stephen got melon flavour, which for anybody who has ever tried Fanta melon, it tastes like Fanta melon, yeah? Yeah, it tastes like Fanta melon. So I'm going to have this, because on a day like today, and walking around there, we've gotten pretty hot, so we're going to try and cool down. We're now walking down Tetsugaku no Michi, which is the Philosopher's Path. This is a cherry tree lined pathway which walks alongside the Lake Biwa Canal, which I think is about 20-kilometer stretch of canal which goes up to Lake Biwa, and it was extended up into this area to invigorate the economy at the time. The path was completed in 1890 and extended through 1912, and it's very, very famous for being a perfect place to come and look at cherry trees during the cherry blossom season in sort of March or April time. It looks pretty beautiful in summer as well, and it's completely, well, not completely lined, but it's lined with a number of shops, restaurants, and most importantly temples. So, oh sorry, get the hair out of my eyes. There we go. Most prominently is Ginkakuji, which is the pavilion / temple that we just came from, and we're going to walk down this way past Honen Inn, which is another major temple here. We're not going to visit that one, but we'll stop in at Nanzenji, which is the temple at the end. Those bears are on vacation, nice. Oh, he's fishing as well. That's amazing. Usually there's a bunch load of nekos here. You can kind of, you can kind of see one on the left hand side, but they often sit in this little weird carriage thing. I've seen loads here before. If I find my picture of them all sitting here, I'll put it here. I think maybe it might be a little bit too hot for them today. We did see some further on down the path, and some of them are out and about, but yeah, a lot of them may be sleeping. Although this woman has got a few of them over here that she seems to be either filming or taking a picture of, or just one. There he is. So I like these local sightseeing guide maps. The only thing I don't like about maps in Japan, I think we do this as well, but I can't remember, is the north is not the right way. So reading this map becomes very, very difficult, but it is the way that you're facing, actually. So this map facing in this direction means that, like, this path here is facing in that direction, if that makes any sense. Anyway, I want to show you, this is where we walked along, all the way along this canal. We are now at this location here. we're going to walk round to Nanzenji there. So bye-bye Philosopher's Path and hello Path to Nanzenji. So this is Aikando Temple, which is the temple before Nanzenji. We're not going here today though, so we're going to go straight past it. It was a beautiful temple if you want to pop in. This is the entrance. I don't think I've showed my face in this vlog for ages.
Your viewers will be happy.
I hate my brother. Here's the next sign to Nanzenji Temple, and I think it's just up ahead. 1 minute it says. It was a slightly complicated route. I reckon you're going to need a map to do it. I might include one down below. Future Natasha, sorry I keep making you include maps. Ooh, I can see my legs say no. Nanzenji. Practice. So Nanzenji is actually one of the most important temples in Japanese Zen Buddhism. So it's part of the Rinzai sect of Japanese Buddhism. And it's actually not just one temple, it's sort of a temple complex. There's a whole load of temples around here. It's built at the base of the Higashiyama Mountains. And actually behind us, oh, let me turn this way, you may be able to see an aqueduct which is running over here. Lots of people know the aqueduct is quite famous, been in lots and lots of photos and lots of artwork. This aqueduct was actually built in the Meiji period, so around 1892, around that sort of era. So it could help invigorate the economy in the nearby Shiga prefecture, so it used to carry water over there, obviously, because there's an aqueduct. Right, we're going to pop inside if they still let us, because it's a little bit late. Right guys, when you get in, you've got to take off your shoes before you step on the darker floor. And then you put your shoes in bags, like this lady's done on the right hand side, and carry them with you. This is exactly what I've done right now. It's 500 yen to get in, each per adult. And now what you're looking out for is the route signs that are going to take you around the temple buildings. Whenever I tread on these kind of floors, I try to hear if they're squeaking. Oh, you can kind of hear them actually. These kind of floors, let's see, it's a bit lighter over here. Very, very large bits of wood. Sometimes, not always, but sometimes nightingale floors. They're built to squeak under the pressure of weight, very lightly, so that if ninja are attacking, the people who are inside of the temple or inside of a building will wake up, and so they are, and they're safer. So they, oh sorry, a bit bright, but yes, they usually look like this, and you can sort of hear them squeaking a bit lightly. Tour of Nanzenji. Behind us you can see the gate. Now you can actually get to the top of the gate. I was going to pop on up there, but it's too late actually. It's 4:43 and I think they might have closed around 4 or 4:30 to go up to the top of the gate. If you do go up to the top of the gate, it's 500 yen for adults, and you do have a pretty good view over the city. Right, I'm going to close up the vlog here. We're going to go to Nijo Castle tonight to see a light up of the castle. They do that around Tanabata season. I might put that in a later vlog, I'm not sure yet. But I hope you enjoyed this small trip with us around Kyoto today. Tomorrow we're going to do a little bit more of Kyoto, and I'll show you bits and pieces that I can then. I think we're going to go into some temples tomorrow, so it might be a little bit harder, but we'll see what we can do. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you all tomorrow, and back on the channel another time. Okay, bye! Tasting a little bit, I can confirm that it is dessert. Can't work out if this is built on a slope or I'm drunk. The Nijo Castle was built as the Kyoto residence of Tokugawa Ieyasu. We have purchased a monstrosity.